Are there different recovery positions for singles versus doubles, and what are they for both? All right, Ken, to answer your question, we're gonna talk about where Kevin is compared to where I want to be, and we like to call this the new middle. A lot of times when you're playing in singles, we're going to talk about first, and then we'll go into doubles. But in singles, you'll hear people say, recover back to the middle, recover back to the middle. And a lot of times everyone thinks that means it's the middle, like the hash mark middle of the court, when it is truthfully the new middle. There is a new middle depending upon where the ball is hit every single time. The one time that the middle, when you say recovery back to the middle, will be the hash mark is when you hit the ball up the middle of the court. Kevin holds it. He does not have any angles from there. So he can hit to this side of the court to where this cone is, or he can hit to this side of the court where this cone is. So the middle between those two cones would be where the hash mark is. So this is the one time that I would say recover back to the actual middle of the court. So now if I were to hit the ball cross court, Kevin runs all the way over there. From that position, he can either hit the ball down the line, which would be to this cone, or he can hit the ball cross court and angle it off the court, which would actually take me out to here. So the new middle between this cone and that cone is a little bit to the right of the hash mark. So I'd recover to here. So this is the new middle. The middle is where you want to recover because I'm in the middle of where Kevin, my opponent, could hit the ball from where I hit it. Now, the other side is if I hit the ball from this position down the line and Kevin runs all the way over there. Now from the down the line position, he can hit the ball back down the line, which would mean he could hit it to this cone here, or he could hit an angle out wide all the way out here. And now the new middle between this cone and that cone is a little bit to the left of the hash mark. So you can see that if I hit the ball cross court, okay, then I'm going to need to recover a little bit to the right. If I hit the ball down the line, I have to go all the way to the left of the hash mark. Okay, so that's the recovery for singles that you're gonna see. Now, the recovery for doubles is a little bit different. So for doubles, you only have half the court here, right, to cover on this side because Ian's at the net. So he's gonna pick off anything that he can up there that Kevin's hitting. So if I hit the ball really wide, and Kevin's off the court, Ian can cover the down the line, correct? So now I've got to cover the out wide because if he hits it down the middle, Ian can cut most of that off as well. So I'm going to need, if Kevin hits the ball right here, Ian has that covered. So I'm only going to need to be able to cover between here and the out wide shot where I could go way out here. So the middle between these two cones would be in this area. The one misconception in doubles that I hear a lot is always follow the ball. And that is 100% true when you're at the net. But there's a big difference in recovery when you're at the net and when you're at the baseline. And at the baseline, you always want to be in the middle between where they can hit the ball so that you can be in the best spot to be able to hit the ball that's coming at you, okay? If, this is another misconception that happens a lot, if I hit the ball out wide and I'm in the middle of my area and not in the middle of where Kevin's gonna hit the ball, then I leave open that cross-court shot and he has all day to be able to cover that. So I have to cover out wide. So the more angle I put Kevin off the court, the more I have to cover out wide because the more angle he has to hit to. So it's very important that you understand the difference between the new middle when you say recover to the middle instead of meaning the middle as in the hash mark middle or the middle of your box. It's all about recovering to the new middle and understanding that that's going to put you in the best position possible for the ball coming at you.